Hello? Um, hello. Hello. It's been a while. I couldn't stream yesterday because, um, we had a party yesterday and it ended way later than I thought it would end. So I couldn't really stream yesterday. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing a fun little stream. Um, oh, hello viewer, welcome. Yeah, a long time no see. I'm gonna be streaming here. If you read the title, I'm gonna be, nope, not that one. Let's go over here. Let's capture here. Here we have a spreadsheet. This spreadsheet has my anime, manga, webtoon, watch, read list. I, I have this on a notepad on my phone. Hey, Arya, welcome. How are you? Is the music too loud? Is my voice okay? Um, if you're seeing this spreadsheet, this is a spreadsheet of anime, manga, cartoons, and movies that I watch here. I got them all labeled. So I'm I used to do this on my phone, but it would get really bothersome every time I have to look up an anime that I used to read. Not an anime that I read, a manga that I used to read, but I couldn't, but I had to manually scroll for it because my phone does not have a find feature. So I thought I'd transfer it to my PC so I can easily read the manga. And then I thought, why don't I do this on stream instead? So you can't see this, but I have a notepad which has the things. So let me just go through this real quick. So here is the little legend labels. The TV emoji is for anime or cartoons. The book is for manga or manhwa. The check is for when I finished it. The pause is when it's on hold, I guess. Dropped is, well, I dropped the show or book. Star is a rewatch, and this asterisk looking thingy means I'm interested in it, and the minus is means I'm all caught up. So I have this by year. I I listed them before pre 2019. Like in 2018 I would list them, but I wasn't really as prolific of a lister. So I have them here. This one's pre 2019. I have Takagi-san, the manga, this anime, which, yeah, this manga, Tomo-chan is a girl, which is getting an anime adaptation. School Babysitters, I quite like that manga. No, anime, Tanaka-kun is always listless. I read the manga. I think it ended way too quickly because I read the manga. It had like 170 something chapters, and I feel like it needed more because the ending is like uh it happened way too quickly. Because I need the resolution for Tanaka and Shiraishi's love story. And this one, I paused this. I have no intention of finishing it. This one, Ryo no Oshigoto. This one is a shogi manga, but with lollies. A place further in the universe. This one slaps. This one is about when they went to the North Pole. March comes in like a lion. Banger show. Okusama ga Seto Kaicho. I don't remember what that is. Let me look it up. Yeah, so basically this is gonna be just me sharing my taste in manga, anime, or other shows. Oh, I still don't remember what this is. It's my wife is the student council president, but I have no memory of this. Oh, also I was watching Ms. Marvel earlier, and uh, it's okay. I'm not a fan of what they did to her powers. 'Cause in the comics, her powers are basically like she can make any part of her body larger, like she can change the size of any part of her body. And in the Miss Marvel show, they made it like she has magic armor or whatever. Hanamaru Kindergarten is kind of cringe. I don't like it. Ore Monogatari goes hard. I also have them like listed by which episode I ended it on and which chapter I ended it on. It's a lot more detailed in the post 2019 read list because this one is pre 2019. So here we are to 2019. We have Love is War, Zombieland Saga, banger anime. Here I also have comments for some of them, like this one, Domestic Girlfriend. The manga is better, so I've heard. Despite not reading the manga, I've come to the conclusion that the manga is better, a better dumpster fire. I am such a sassy little guy. So Quintessential Quintuplets, I wasn't a fan of it. Like, I watched 2 episodes and, man, these girls are really annoying. I watched Flying Witch, very nice slice of life. I caught up on Komi-san recently, and I feel very single afterwards. Pseudo Harem, this one is, what happens in this one, there's, basically there's a girl in a drama club, I think, and she acts out as like different character types. So she, for one guy, so the guy kind of like has a harem, but not really. So Kuzumi-kun Kuki Yomete ka. I really like this one. I've already read it again once, and yeah, it was great. Yeah, I'm gonna just continue instead of like I'm gonna just go further down. If you see anything worth pointing out, just let me know. So I ended here with Eizouken. I did not finish Eizouken, not because it was bad, but because it was too much. You feel me? It's like I have to be in the right mood to watch Eizouken. And I watched a few episodes. Like I watched up to episode 4, I think. Wait, how do you spell Eizouken? I'm trying to look for it now. If I finish this within an hour, I might move to Tetris. Also, my desk space has significantly, oh, there it is, significantly been upgraded since the last time, so that's great. Let me just add the emojis first, the TV emojis for the TV shows. Also, I have some NSFW stuff. I don't know if I want to to expose myself like that. Okay. Okay. Where was I? Right, Eizouken. Where is Eizouken? Alright, MILF Sekai. I watched MILF Sekai, and I read it had like a uncensored version. So I thought, why don't I just wait for the uncensored version to release? And I think it's already released. I just never got around to watching it. And here, I also thought about like color coding the mangas and the TV and the mangas and the shows to not use the emojis instead. Nande Koko ni Sensei ga is like a very horny show. Yeah, I'm not gonna comment more into that. It's a great show. I finished it all through. JoJo Golden Wind, I also watched that. Very good. I'm more of a part 4 fan because I like slice of life. Because I love slice of life. stuff. Like I love the genre slice of life, and part 4 is basically just a slice of life JoJo. Um, where is next? Next is a hentai, so I'm not gonna write that one. Denpa. Um, Denpa, I don't remember the full title of this. It's basically it's the one with the attractive aunt that doesn't narrow down the thing. But it has a banger intro, basically. Yeah, it has a banger intro. Here we have Clannad. First season was good. Second season was terrible. Not because it was bad. No. But because it made me cry a lot. Also, another anime that made me cry was Your Name and what was the other one? A Silent Voice. Those two made me cry for a different reason. Poco's Udon World is a very cute slice of life show about a little raccoon dude that eats ramen, I think. Also, Squid Girl. I did not know Squid Girl had like a major following in Japan. Because I made like a pixel art for Squid Girl, and um, and like just people just came out of hiding just to like the tweet, of the pixel art, and yeah, it was great. Also, Love is War, banger. I've seen clips of the. Oh wait, not so. Oh, I got the emoji wrong. This is supposed to be a book, not a. Not So Shoujo Love Story is a webtoon. It's a Yuri webtoon. Someone coming fast. That's not. Wait, let me listen to myself. I hope the audio is not echoing. I did not think that through. The the thing didn't really do the thing that I wanted it to do. So yeah, I guess we're gonna be going forward with this. Here Azumanga Daioh is a show that I remember watching on TV. I tried rewatching it on my own, and I could not finish it. Okay, this one's a hentai. Let's not that down. Let's save that for yeah, I guess I should have colored it instead of doing all this nonsense. And like I don't know, something like blue for but my thing isn't really that great for coloring, so I guess we'll have to stick with this for a while. Okay, let's continue. After Manga Daioh, that's a little webtoon that I don't want to disclose. There's another webtoon that I don't want to disclose. There's also another webtoon that I don't want to disclose. Very cultured. And here is JoJo Stone Ocean. I remember reading the manga because I just wanted to read the manga, and my on the laptop I was reading it on, it died, and I didn't read it for a while. I tried catching up to it again, but yeah, I didn't really finish it. So I guess I'm gonna just look forward to the anime. Alright, next up. That should be done for okay. Next up is gonna be a cultured anime. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. No comment. That should be 2020 done, and next up is 2021. Let's center this, please. Center, I said center, and there. Next up on the list is that's a webtoon that I do not want to disclose. Wait, let me just add the TV emojis first. Okay. Alright. Let's just, for future reference. So it's a holiday today. How do y'all, if it isn't a holiday for you today, well, I hope you had a wonderful day instead. Tonikawa, full title is Tonikaku Kawaii. Is like starts off as like a slice of life, wholesome romance, but then later in the manga, it gets really like, it gets into it. Also, oops, how heavy all the dumbbells you lift? When I watched that, cause I was working out at the time, I was only doing push-ups, and then when I watched that, I added squats to my workout routine. Uzaki Asobitai was like, or Uzaki wants to hang out. I watched it because it is in the same genre as like Takagi-san, Nagatoro, what is the other one? Anjo, and yeah. Alright, Catalina. No, not Catalina. My next life as a villainess is an isekai, where, yeah, she gets reincarnated as a villainess, but she doesn't really become a villainess because she's an idiot. That said, in my comments here, I said Catalina best girl. I prefer, yeah, Catalina's the main girl, right? Yeah, she's an idiot. That Karina, I think. And Alan. I might take back my statement on Alan. Here's gonna be a controversial opinion. I'm a fan of Catalina X Maria. Whoever you ship is a wrong ship. Even Crunchyroll acknowledges there. I have that one. I have that. I have this. This is who I despise in that show. Because screw you, George. Alright, next up we have... Nope. Next up we have... Noragami. I've only seen the first season and a couple of OVAs. I haven't seen it, the second season yet. Next up is Bakato Test. I remember watching Bakato Test on TV, but I never really got into it. It's like, I liked it on TV, but when I watched it on my own, it wasn't really good. It was like boring. It was so slow. Cause I came into it for the romance, but there wasn't really a lot of that. So yeah, you can tell from my taste that I only really, so far I only watch rom-coms and isekai. We haven't gotten into the isekai yet. There's gotta be like an entire segment, like a continuous list of just uh, of just isekai. So look forward to that. Let me just do this. I caught up on the manga for Uzuki-chan Asobitai because it was good. See, because I did not expect to like it that much, but actually, who am I kidding? I knew I was gonna like it. Okay, next up is Harakai no Jozu Moto Takagi-san. This is the sequel spin-off to the first one. In this one, they're all grown up and they have a child. I like how they refuse to give their first names. Hope you like jazz. AKA Ishikata's Happy Married Life. Okay, next up is Monster Girl Doctor. This one is basically it's basically Monster Musume, but in fantasy setting as opposed to the modern day setting in Monster Musume. Origairu was good. I went in expecting a rom-com. I did not really get a rom-com. I got something else, which was not bad. Interview with Monster Girls was an anime, but the anime was not getting a second season or a continuation. So I read the manga, and the manga is now hasn't updated in a while. I should probably check it because I have not seen the page for the manga in a while. Okay, Tonikawa, I caught up on the manga, right. Is this a fun stream? Is this a good idea to stream? Probably. Got Origairu Season 2, which was great. I also like the art style change for between Origairu Season 1 and 2. I think it's because they changed studio. Also, I forgot to mention, but I got a haircut now. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see that my hairstyle. You can see my new hairstyle, and it was originally supposed to be like this one, Bijin Ona Joshi Takizawa-san. This one is it's pretty good. It's another rom-com, surprise about a office lady with massive booba. And this one is kind of like massive booba, and she's way older than not really way older. She's older by like 10 years. And Kawaii Joshi, if this one's more comedic, this one's comedic. This one is basically the same concept, but like it's more dramatic. Not really dramatic. I don't know how to probably describe it. This one, I don't remember what this one is. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to figure it out what that is. Shingeki no Eroko-san. This one, I remember reading the first 3 chapters, and okay, this is just too horny. I would like some substance with that horny. Please Go Home Akutsu-san. It's in the same category of series such as Takagi, Nagatoro, Anjo, where the main girl has a crush on the main guy, but they tease them. Yakumo-san. Okay, let's get to this. Did I not copy it? Alright, so I paused reading this manga because it made me hungry, and that's my issue with a lot of food manga. It's that whenever I would read them, I would just get hungry while looking at the food. So I stopped reading the manga. And I would find another manga that's basically the same concept, and I would stop reading because it would make me hungry. Yeah. Okay. Just use this real quick. This is a lot of manga. Okay, where is Yakumo-san? Alright, so this is gonna be the only anime for a while. Arifureta is an isekai. It's like a trash isekai. By definition, it's like the trashiest one. And I enjoyed it. Surprise, surprise. Imagine if the shield hero, but instead of having a shield, he had a gun. Alright, this one, Oki Onanoko Daisuki desu ka? Is fucking terrible. It's absolute shit. It's like trash for the highest degree possible. Like, I have a comment here. Why is this not on hentai? Because it's basically what it is. It's pretty much a hentai. Ow. Alright, this next one is gonna sound like a hentai, but it's not. It's very cute. It's a girlfriend who absolutely hates taking a bath versus boyfriend who absolutely wants her girlfriend to take a bath. Yeah, don't worry about it. I don't know why it's not mixing. It's not doing the thing. Oh well. Tomorrow I'm gonna go out to do something. Yeah, just putting it out there. This one, a story of an otaku in the Gyaru. This one's an FPS manga, like first person manga. And I'm not really a fan of those. Like, the art for this one is amazing, but I think it would have been better if there's an actual dedicated story to it. Like, I get the appeal of FPS mangas, like, it's talking, the character is talking to me. But I fucking hate those types of things. Even in video games, like, self-insert stories, get that shit away. It's the main problem I have with, like, The Legend of Zelda, because Link is supposed to be self-insert. Like, that's why he doesn't speak. And I'm like, no, I want Link to speak. Give him a personality at least. That's why I like Skyward Sword's interpretation of Link, because he has an actual character instead of just like quiet, serious dude all the time. Neko o ga miete korimasu is a weird manga because it's basically about a little shota boy, and he sees animals as like people. And you can see how weird that is. This one's even weirder. It's pretty short. And right, next one is this one. By this title, you would assume it would be like similar to Nagatoro or Uzuki, where they just tease them, but it's not. It's kind of like that, but there's an aspect to it where they focus on like becoming video game developers. Yeah, something like that. My wife Heels with Tights wasn't really wasn't really good. It was just kinda, yeah, I get the idea. The wife, like, Heels with Tights, okay. Okay, this one is Monster Musume, but Aliens. I read like there was only 10 chapters when I read it. And I have nothing more to say. It's pretty boring. No, not boring. It's pretty okay, I guess. This one, yeah, yeah. Right, this next one is pretty famous. It's Ane Narumono. It's by Pochi Sensei. Now, Pochi Sensei is like an Erodorjian artist. The most well-known version of Ane Narumono is like a hentai, but the one I read was not the doujinshi. I read the actual manga serialization, and And then I read the doujinshi afterwards, and I'm like, is the doujinshi canon to the actual manga? And yeah, it's pretty confusing. Excuse me. A mother in her 30s like me is alright. You can get the idea from that one. That one is about a high school boy, I think. No, not high school, baseball dude, which develops a crush on a mother. Alright. Next one is this one. This one is basically just like the other two Office Lady manga, but this time she's serious and quiet, and yeah. This one I had to type out the full name because I think Twitch might ban me for if I just use the actual name of the manga. Yeah, this one's pretty cute, I guess. The main male lead is kind of annoying. This is basically a tsundere, and I'm not really a big fan of tsunderes. I like male tsunderes, but this one, the male tsundere in this one is kind of annoying. Next up. Wait. Alright, next one is this. This one is Shomin Sample. It's basically just a rom-com harem anime. It was pretty horny for no reason. I really dislike the maid. The maid is pretty annoying. I don't see anyone as best girl because there isn't really a best girl, in my opinion. Still suck. Onechama Kyokai. This one I think no. The Oki Oki Onanoko Daisuki desu ka? That like started. That was the start of me reading Aneshata manga. Aneshata is basically a genre where you take a shota and like an onesan. Yeah, you get the idea of it. Yeah, okay. I don't wanna get into it further. After Shomin Sample, Boku no Kanoja Sensei. It's pretty hilarious. How not to summon a demon. I don't remember what the show is about. It's that one isekai with the cat girl and the elf girl. That one was bad. It was pretty boring. This one, the older elite knight, is cute only in front of me. That one was pretty good. It was pretty good. It's still going on, I think. This one is a spin-off of the main show, of the main series. I only read like a few chapters of it and I got bored. So I feel like the main appeal of Miss Kobayashi is that it's the full thing with Kobayashi and all the crew, you know. This one is... Yeah, I don't remember what this one is. It's an Onishota one, but I don't remember what's it about. Let me look it up. Is this the one with the Yokai Onecha? Oh no, I know what this is now. This one is about the stepsister Onecha. Yeah. Right, next up is this one. This one is like a transfer student has like a ghost behind her back. It's basically the concept of the show, manga. The MC wants to get rid of the ghost, but the ghost is like the #1 shipper for the MC and the main girl. So yeah, Also, there's something about a newly cut head, which makes you just want to rub your hands all over it. Oh, I think I was going on a tangent about my hairstyle earlier. So, my hair was supposed to, when I was getting it cut, it was supposed to, be, look like my old hair, where it basically just swings to one side. But I think because of, when my hair was long, it got used to splitting in the middle. So now my hair splits in the middle and my hair is uneven. So it makes this look, so it makes me look like a fuckboy basically. Let me just, God, I read a lot of manga in 2020 because our school gave us tablets and that really made me motivated to read a crap ton of manga. Ah, shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But when the tablet broke, I kind of stopped reading manga for a bit. And where am I? Ichizu de Bichna Kohai is like another, it's another teaser one with the main girl teasing the MC because she likes him. Yeah. Furui-san wa Tonikaku Kawaii is pretty cute. It's about this delinquent girl having a crush on this guy. Choroi desu yo Onigoroshi-san. It's pretty boring. Although I did reach all the way, I did read it all released chapters of it, so can't really judge. My senpai is after my life is another onishota. It's not really onishota, but it's like it pulls on all tropes of onishota, so it's basically onishota. You know? Kokoro Connect was like really boring. Like I got to the third episode, I'm like, okay. You know how when you're watching anime and when it clicks for you, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna finish this all the way through. But when you're like, and it's like, it goes by so fast, but if it doesn't click with you, it's like, okay, this is really slow and boring. That's how I felt with Origairu. Like, it was slow, but like, I was invested, so it wasn't really boring. Sakurai-san Wants to Be Noticed is another teaser one, which I think ended too quickly, because if there are only 20 chapters in, like, a few, 20 chapters, and then the manga is already finished, it's probably because the publisher, didn't think the manga was good enough, so they had to end it quickly. Yeah, I think this is the start of the Isekai shit show. This one started the Isekai shit show. There's gotta be like a continuous one with just a crap ton of Isekais. It's already been 40 minutes, what the hell? All I've done is copy and paste stuff. Oh well. Yeah. I did my laundry finally, which is great. Although, I had more laundry than I thought I did. I only thought like I'd have a few t-shirts. But, turns out I was wrong. I had like 3. Which probably makes sense. No, I had 4. Which probably makes sense considering, like, I went out like 2 consecutive days. This one, yeah, this title is pretty self-explanatory. And my comment on it was, very helpful. Boom. Abs. Next up is here. This one is a pretty long title, so I had to like shorten it. Yeah, the ellipses indicate that there's still more to the title, but it was too long and I didn't really want to write all of it, so I just shortened it to that. Somebody went down. I went to the bathroom. I think it was my aunt. But this one, I don't remember. Oh, I remember what exactly this is. I think it's a short series. Yeah. I'll let the comment speak for itself. This one is this. I was just kind of sorting through romance manga, and then if I found stuff interesting, I would just read that. That's why there's a lot of these ones. This one, this Hitomi-chan one, is pretty good. I'm gonna try to convince you as to why it's good. The main girl is a tomboy. She has short hair. She's muscular and she has sharp teeth. Hello, I'm back. Let me just unplug something real quick. Okay, now, where were we? Oh yeah, if you aren't convinced by tomboy, short hair, she beefy, shark teeth girl, I don't know what else is gonna convince you. Also, yesterday, the party yesterday was like pretty crazy. We invited the neighbors and also some of my aunt's workmates, and like the neighbors said like, because I used to have long hair, and the neighbors said I was good looking, and I'm like, ha. I mean, I was always pretty good looking, but okay. I guess the long hair really hid it, I guess. How long is this? There's only a few more left. Alright, Dosanki Garu is mega cute. I have some fucking opinions on it. This started out really cute as like wholesome wholesome romance about this newly transferred guy to Hokkaido of all places, and there was this one girl that would they were building them up to be the main romance, and then later down the line they introduced like another girl, then introduced one more girl, and it just got really stupid, and yeah. Let me just I eat anime? No, sadly, I cannot eat anime. Hello, Duffy Try. How are you doing? If you're wondering what I'm doing, so in my phone, I list down all the anime and manga that I read, and so I list it on my phone, but it's pretty annoying to like go through manga on my phone to go through which chapter I was last reading because it doesn't have a search feature. So I'm transferring it to my laptop. Bruh. It's not only what taste mean, does it? So I'm transferring my watch read list to my laptop so I can easily like catch up to which chapters. I don't know. I don't like Boruto's dad. I'm not a fan. Oh yeah. This is yeah, I'm not gonna describe this one. Alright, next up is Dojima-kun Won't Be Disturbed. I really like this manga. It's basically about childhood friends, but they kinda like each other. I think it ended way too quickly, because I think the publisher... What the hell, man? Because the publisher, I think, didn't want to continue it, so they had to end it. Next up is this one. This one is really stupid. It's basically about a guy that looks at a girl, but another girl finds satisfaction in like covering his eyes. Oshinoko, no, I've seen it like a few times, but I have not read it yet. This is the list from like 2020, and I still have the list. No, this is already 2021, and I'm barely halfway because in 2021 I read like a crap ton of manga. My New Devil Wife. This one is like someone summons the devil, but instead of asking for a deal to solve all these problems, he basically just marries the devil instead. It's pretty cute, I guess. After I finish this, which is probably gonna take 30 more minutes, after I finish this, I'm gonna play some Tetris. An ideal isekai life is actually pretty interesting, it's just way too slow. I gotta be in a certain mood to read it. This one. Teeters Gamer. Story of an anecdote. This looks very weird. This title looks very weird, so I'm not gonna like elaborate on that. Chichi chichi means like it's basically means boobs. Yeah, the story is pretty weird. Chichi chichi, but it's pretty weird, but it's like really. I only read the first few chapters, and it got really. You know how webtoons are when they introduce way too many characters all too fast, and then later like even like the background character becomes like one of the becomes a focal point in the plot. If you've noticed so far, a lot of the manga that I put here are basically rom-coms. I'm a big sucker for rom-coms, dude. And isekai, like trashy isekai, like the trashier the better. Oh, 2 viewers, welcome. How's everybody doing? What is my senpai is annoying? Oh, this one got an anime. It's the Office People one. I really like that one. I haven't read the manga yet. A shit tier character, Tomozaki-kun. I really like I heard that it was getting a manga adaptation, so I read the manga. Oh no, I read English. I do not speak English. I heard it was gonna get an anime adaptation. I fucking hate Read Over Healer. I do not like Read Over Healer at all. It's like, it's so bad. I didn't even watch it. It's so bad. Like, you'd think I'd enjoy Read Over Healer, but no. I fucking hate it. I prefer, interspecies reviewers, but I didn't really finish watching that one either. So, this manga got an anime recently. Like, there was one time where I'm like, like watching anime announcements, and it was like, hey, it's like I was that Leonardo DiCaprio meme, like, hey, look at that, I read that manga. It's getting an anime. Alright, this one, The Teacher Cannot Tell Me Love. This one's pretty good. It was in the meme, like, I love all of you equally, especially your fat ass. I think that's the meme. Then a few minutes. Yeah, I know how you feel. Like, even this one, my stepmom's daughter was my ex. Like, I mean, I'm not surprised they got an anime, but why, of all things, to get an anime, why that one? This one, Futago Complex. It's basically just twin stuff. Yeah, I hope there isn't any. Yeah. Also, there's gonna be some non-anime stuff here, like this one. This one is pretty good. The endings kinda suck, but hey. Oh, there's also gonna be an anime for like that time I reincarnated as a vending machine, is it? True. Wait, let me just alright, this one's pretty it's not as good. Although I haven't read it in a while. Okay, this one's pretty good. This next one. So if you've heard of the anime Sakamoto desu ka? Imagine that anime, but Sakamoto was like incredibly poor, but he was also still equally as cool. So yeah, this one is, I think she can read the minds. No, she can predict. She gets visions from the future. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I remember making a YouTube video of this, of all the anime that I watched. Not anime, the manga that I read. And it was like, yeah. The Way of the House Husband. I fucking love this manga. Like, it goes hard for the stupidest reasons. And I fucking love it for it. Made me realize that I too wish to become a house husband. I don't remember what this one is. And this one is, I read like like 2 pages. I'm like, nope, not gonna finish reading that. This next one is pretty cute. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, let me just add one here. Okay, next one is do you like Big Juniors? It actually is a pretty cute one. It sounds pretty weird, but this fucking manga, it's so fucking bad. Like, from the title alone, it's just like, why? Why is this a concept? Like, who thought of this? And this next one, I fucking hate this next one. So, like, basically, the concept is, there's this twins, and there's this one guy. The twins are, like, childhood friends with this one guy, but the one of the twins, when they became, like, high schoolers, they, like, grew apart. And one of the twins became an idol, and the other one became a gyaru. And the main guy has a crush on the idol, and I fucking hate that he has a crush on the idol. Here, my comments on it are, I hope the idol loses harder than Ichigo from Darling in the Franxx. My second comment is I hope she gets friend zoned so hard the surface of the earth cracks. Can you tell how much I dislike the idol? This is cause like there was a spoilers. There was a bit in the manga where they had to go on a date, but because idols are not allowed to date people, she had to dress up as her twin sister, and and the whole class found out. Which one, the idol? I mean, this is personal bias basically, because I don't like idols in general. Like the idol industry is just so bad, and yeah, that's why I don't like her. It's probably a projection maybe. So basically, the idol MC has a crush on the idol, right? And MC also has a crush on the idol. Oh wait, I got it backwards. The idol also has a crush on the MC, and then let me show you a picture. Let me look it up. No. Ah, whoops, my bad. Hanazono twins. Oh, you did? I haven't read it in a while. Oh, which is funny because the idol appearance-wise is basically my type because I like short, like shoulder level, shoulder hair, like shoulder level hair, and then glasses. I like that. Okay, this one I don't remember the shorter. Oh wait, no, this is not it. Alright, so this one, when I rescued a beautiful girl who was about to be molested, it was my childhood friend sitting next to me. God, that is a mouthful of a title. I mean, it's pretty cute, I guess. Here's the thing, when I read some of romance manga, there are times where I don't like the main girl, so I just root for the secondary girl, and which sucks because I know full well the secondary girl is gonna lose, and and I just kind of accept it. Oh, dude, this one just got interesting because I kind of recommend it because it's getting interesting now because the MC turns out he used to like Torigoe, the other girl that has a crush on the MC. Turns out her friend used to date the MC, and then I haven't caught up from there. That's where I ended it on. So I'm pretty interested in what happens next because I do not like the main girl at all. I wish for her to suffer. This one I don't remember what this one is. I don't remember. So moving on. This one's a banger. I caught up to it recently. Sono Bisqua Koi Suru. My Dress Up Darling. My Dress Up Darling, it got an anime recently, if you've seen it. As I read the manga before I heard it was getting an anime. And yeah, I really like it. They're at the point where they're finding out about their feelings. Well, the girl is, Marine is, and yeah, I hope they can finally. True, true. That is so true. It's like, it was like I like when they announced the anime. I was like one of those people. You know those people. I felt like a manga reader. Like I wanted to spoil everyone, but I'm not that type of person, so I didn't really do that. Also, this one, I don't remember the shortened title for this one, but it got an anime like a few seasons ago, and I wasn't really a fan because I thought it was gonna be a cute, wholesome story, but it wasn't really a cute, wholesome story. Kawaii Hito is like it's pretty cute, wholesome one, I guess. Nothing really happens in it. Hitaribachi. Hitaribachi is I watched the anime for it. It's basically the main girl wants to make over 100 friends. No, not over 100 friends. She wants to make 100 friends, exactly 100 friends. I watched that and and I thought, why don't I read the manga? So I read the manga, and I like how they uh um um I do not like how they just kind of skipped over some of the friends that she made, because there are some chapters where there are dedicated chapters where she had to befriend the characters, while the guy characters, like the boy characters, all just kind of big. She just kind of befriended them, like in one dialogue. So yeah, that was kind of weird. Um, what's next? Alright, let me just add some books here. There's also some oh yeah, you already know about the webtoons. It's gonna be a while before we reach the anime. Alright, next up, this one. This one is not, no, this one is not an anime or a manga. Where is it? Where'd it go? This one is The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, my favorite anime. So yeah, I was pretty hyped for this because I was pretty excited for like after Endgame. It was like one of the few stuff after Endgame, so I was pretty excited to see what happens for in it. And yeah, I pretty much got what I wanted. I watched it weekly, which I regret doing, because The Falcon and the Winter Soldier um is like it's basically a movie, like cut into like 6 episodes. So I wanted to binge it real quick. That's why I didn't enjoy watching it weekly. But now I'm watching She-Hulk weekly, and She-Hulk was pretty good. I really don't have the urge to binge it, because, yeah, Sui, the animation, uh, haven't I haven't heard that one. Guess I'll have to look it up. Actually, I can look it up now. I'm currently watching Miss Marvel. I'm binging it. Sui, the animation. I don't I don't have I don't see it. Oh well. Um. Oh, you mean in like uh My Dress Up Darling? Is that what you meant? Yeah. I haven't watched the anime yet. I only read the manga, and I watched a few clips, and yeah, it's pretty good. Also, this one, Skate. I watched Skate because my sister recommended me to watch Skate, and yeah, it's the animation is fucking amazing. It's basically just Yuri on ice, but instead of ice skating, they do skateboarding. Yeah, sorry if you're making jokes. I'm kind of an idiot. Also, this one, Aharon-san, is unfathomable. Like, when I saw that got an anime, I'm like, yo, that got an anime? Let's go. Alright, I'm almost done with this list. There's only one more list to go. Okay, this one, Hanazono and Kazue's Bizarre After School Rendezvous, is pretty weird. It's the main girl in this manga is like, she's very interested in like how do I say this without getting banned? uh, don't worry, dude. Don't worry, dude. You me both. Um, because the main girl in this manga she's very interested in, she wants to learn more about the, let's say, the cultured stuff, and the main guy, uh the main guy's family owns a adult store. Yeah, and they don't do anything weird, thankfully. If it was a hentai, then it would have gone on a different direction. Don't worry, man. I'm sure your jokes would have been way more impactful if I was less of an idiot. Also, Origairu season 3. Because I remember watching Origairu season 1, 2, and 3 continuously, and like I remember watching that continuously, and after watching it, I thought, like, man, what's his name? Hachiman, and what's the other girl's name? Origairu. What's the other girl's name? Yui is not Yui. I can't remember the girl. Characters. I probably should have looked up characters in the first place. Why is she not on the main page? Yui? No, Yui's a different one. I hate that I'm going into the wiki just to see who it is. Yukino, there we fucking go. I like how, like, Origairu fans, like, the anime watchers, like, not including the light novel readers, because, like, the first season was released in, like, 2011, I think, and then the second season was released in 2015, probably, and the third season was sometime after that. And then they waited, Origairu fans waited, like, mostly 10 years just for 3 minutes of Hachiman and Yukino, and we only get 3 fucking minutes of it. Was it worth it? Kinda. But yeah, it wasn't really that worth it. But hey, sure. Ugh, God, I'm fucking hungry, dude. Have you eaten anything? Alright, this is 2021 still. Oh, I still haven't added some 2022 manga and anime. That probably explains why. Okay, where is... Right. Like jazz. This song's gonna be on loop for a while. Excuse me. Alright, this one. Alright. I'm hungry. I don't even know why I'm suffering. There's like food over there. Let me just grab some food real quick. Ow. that clanking was me getting food. Okay, I got some like Hansel crackers. I don't know if you have those in your country, but they're pretty delicious. Kind of biased, but hey. Go grab some food, dude. Like, what time is it for you? If it's night, you should probably go to bed. But I'm not really one to judge. I tell you to go to bed if it's night, but it's already like 11 p.m. in my country. It's about to be 12. So, yeah. Oh, see, let's go, see gang. Let's go, see gang. Really love our great internet. Very good. Alright, here we have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 6. I'm like I'm like 2 in, alright, let me rephrase this. 2 in 5 Marvel fans watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I'm one of those 2. It's not really that much of a thing to brag about, but hey, what can I say? It's a good show. Alright, 1 point advice, Yankee. So, imagine The Way of the House Husband. You take the series and make the ex mafia a delinquent dude, a delinquent looking dude, and he just basically has advice on anything and everything. Dude, you've only watched Daredevil? I've watched everything, dude. Not to brag, but I will. I've watched Daredevil season 1, Jessica Jones season 1. Oh, you gotta watch Jessica Jones season 1. It goes hard, man. Like, it's a different type of show from Daredevil, I think. 'Cause, yeah, it's like a psychological show about, dude, Iron Fist. I enjoyed Iron Fist. Not gonna lie. It was like it has that so bad it's good quality to it. Yeah, but Iron Fist gets better in season 2. Like his writing and choreography in season 2 is way better than the first one. Because the first season, oof, that was like not good. That was a bit rough. Also, Hiratsu Cute, Shizu Cute is an Origairu dojin where Hachiman ends up with a teacher. And I'm pretty sure we all can agree that the teacher is the best girl. But we all know the best girl in Origairu was not even a girl. Yeah, out of all the TV shows, what? Daredevil is not in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., dude. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a completely separate show. Out of all the TV shows, only Daredevil got a costume. But in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there's a few characters that kinda got somewhat comic book costumes. It was like, before the Netflix shows, yeah, The Defenders, you're thinking of The Defenders. Before the Netflix shows, they made Marvel TV shows for like, on cable. And those shows were Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter. Agent Carter was pretty good. Sucks that it got cancelled after season 2. You were tripping? It's fine. ASMR. So Wotakoi. I watched the anime for Wotakoi a long time ago, and I was wondering if it wasn't gonna get a season 2, I would just read the manga. and I read the manga. It's pretty great. What you wanted to happen did happen. It depends on what you wanted, but spoilers. Uh, spoiler alert. Someone got married. You think they're gonna canonize Agents of Shield? Yeah, kinda. I kind of want them to do like because the reason the Agents of Shield chose Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider is because I think the main MCU has plans for Johnny Blaze, because Johnny Blaze is the main one, the one with the motorbike, and Robbie Reyes is like his own separate character. I kind of like what they did to Robbie Reyes on the show. I wish we saw him more. Oh, we were gonna see more of him because there was gonna be a spin-off where that Ghost Rider was gonna get his own TV show, but Marvel canceled it, which kind of sucks. I mean, I hope they do. I just want them to like bring back all the TV characters, like bring them all back. Like I don't care if Iron Fist was bad, just bring back the character. Because if they're gonna bring back Charlie Cox Daredevil into She-Hulk and Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin into Hawkeye, and they even brought back the main character from Inhumans, the Inhumans TV show, which was absolute garbage. I didn't even watch it, but I heard it was garbage. And if they can bring him back, they should just bring everyone back. What's my opinion on it? Okay, I don't remember reading the last, this few ones. Oh, this, A Pervert's Daily Life. This one is a webtoon. Okay, next one. This one is an isekai. Let me, read to you the, excuse me. Let me read to you the comment. Let me show you the comment that I made. It's pretty funny, I think. AKA, I got reincarnated into a big fat ugly nut bastard. That's fucking hilarious. That's kind of funny, not gonna lie. Alright, this next one. I said this before earlier, but this next one is a food manga. And food manga just makes me hungry, dude. Like every time I would read a food manga, I would get really interested in it, and because the way they draw food is like so delicious, I would just get hungry and I would just drop the manga afterwards, which sucks because the manga is probably good. It probably has a good story to tell, but the food, it makes me hungry. Like I'm never gonna be able to eat that kind of food in my life. Oh, my ear is itchy. Go eat, dude. Don't you have like something in there to eat? Like, I don't know, a banana? Just fucking go for it. Are you gonna starve yourself? It's gonna be worth it, I promise. Here, this one, this next manga I'm gonna show. So I have not been able to find it after reading it initially. Just go grab the food. Come on. Dude. Bruh. Can't say much about that except bruh. So this next manga. Oops, I cannot find it anymore because I think this title is an alternate title. And when I tried to look up this title, it leads me to the other one. It leads me to Wotakoi instead of Watakoi. You either starve. Like, I'm gonna keep chewing loudly until you go grab some food. Are you grabbing food yet? I've ate all the crackers. So you better go get your food. Hang on, I'm throwing the garbage, the plastic. Oh wait, do I still have? Oh no, I used to have English Tagalog in my titles, but I got rid of them because I'm pretty sure the thing those are only used by VTubers. I'm not really a VTuber. I don't really consider myself a VTuber. Like, I have this model. Oops. It's not really a model, it's more of an avatar. If you played Fire Emblem, you're gonna recognize where this is from. Alright, so Shikimori is not just a cutie. I watched, no, not watched. I read this before the anime got announced, and I had that, like, same feeling of superiority. Where's all the isekai? Also, Eurocamp. I remember watching the first season. The first season was very calm and relaxing and very wholesome. So I'm glad the second season was just more of that. Hang on, let me just stretch for a bit. Oh, my back. Oh my god. Oh, speaking of food to grab, I yesterday when we went out, I bought some takoyaki. Cause last time I ate some takoyaki, they weren't good. I had to throw them out. So I wanted to try eating it again to see if it was good this time. And it wasn't good, but I didn't throw them away this time. I finished it all. I did not enjoy it. Okay, here comes all the shitty isekai. We start off with this one. I don't remember what this one is. This one is pretty good. I actually quite like this one. It's basically, your entire class gets, isekai'd, but you don't get a power, but somehow you still become very OP. Yeah. It's that type of show. I know, not show. Manga. Next up, after that one, this one is absolute shit. This next one is shit. Just to put it up there. Yeah, true. Oh, Lonely Attack. The skeleton is the best girl. Like, I'm not even just gonna say it. Skeleton is the best girl. Yeah, I didn't really become lonely. I really like when he was like kind of a loner at first. I actually quite enjoy like isekai series where they kind of like build a city or build a population. I think that's because I enjoyed Slime Isekai. Yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I enjoy it so much. This one is a webtoon, I think. I haven't caught up to it. True. I mean, I guess after a while, like, I mean, it depends, probably. Because I like where it's going right now. What is this one? I don't remember what this one is. Let me go look it up. Shingan no Yusha. Oh, this one. This one's pretty hilarious. This next one, this Shingan no Yusha, this one is pretty stupid because like every isekai, yeah, he gets transported to another world, right? And unlike other isekai, he doesn't have like a special OP power or anything. What 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 he has, what makes him stand out is his weapon is just a giant log, and that makes him very strong apparently. Like he just using a hugest log as his weapon, not even a sword. He's just using a fucking log that he picked up from the ground. I haven't read it in a while though. Yeah. Here comes the isekai stuff. Alright, where am I now? Okay, slime, after slime. Tenen Gyaru Kawaguchi-san. I don't remember this one. I don't remember this one. I don't think anything at what is this one? Oh, I remember the thumbnail of it, but I don't remember what happens. Oh well. Alright, next one is a Yuri manga between a delinquent and a quiet girl that starts from a misunderstanding. What is this title? Jesus. This next one is pretty cute. Koisoru Yankee Girl. Yeah, it's pretty cute. I don't have much more to say. Apart from it's pretty cute. I feel like a broken record. I've just been repeating a lot of what I've been saying throughout this whole stream. My back. Ayo, do your stretches, lads. This next one, I kind of remember it. It's like he went to do a part-time work, but instead of actually doing part-time work, he gets transported to another world. I haven't watched it in a while. This one is a anime. Yeah, I didn't finish this one. I only watched to like episode 8. Then I got bored, so I kind of dropped it. This next one it's fucking great. This next one. Alright, so this next one is boom. This one is straight up a Minecraft isekai. Like it's not even like as a joke. It's just Minecraft isekai. Basically he gets transported to another world and he has the Minecraft UI. He can craft stuff just exactly like Minecraft, and he can place down stuff like Minecraft. Like it's not even the world. It's not even a Minecraft world. It's just straight up a fantasy world, and people react to him doing all this Minecraft stuff, and it's fucking hilarious. This next one, Tensei Goblin Dakedo Shitsumon Aru. Alright, imagine if the slime isekai that has an anime. This is basically that, but instead of transforming to a slime, gets transformed into a goblin. And I really like it. It's pretty good. This next one is kinda it's kinda boring. This next one is pretty good. I quite like it. Standard, it's not really isekai, it's a fantasy, but it uses isekai elements, so this next one. What's this one again? Flying slimes for 300 years. Oh, I remember this one now. This one is with the girl, right? Yeah, I think that's what happens. And she just gets like a harem of women. Yeah, that's what happened. Alright, I watched ReZero, Memory Snow. This one's a movie. After this one, I wanted to watch the anime again, because I watched season 1. And then I wanted to catch up on the anime, but I never really did catch up on the anime. So, yeah, ReZero season 2 is still on my watch list. I gotta watch. Let me use an emoji for this one. Are you grabbing your food now? I hope so. Alright, next one is, I think this one got an anime, right? So, basically two friends get isekai'd, but, like, two best friends get isekai'd, and one of them becomes a girl in the isekai. So it's like Schrodinger's gay. Yeah. Still not? Damn. It's like you're hyping it up, like, I'm kinda anticipating what you're gonna get now, because it's been a while. Da, 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 da. Okay, this next one. I don't remember this one. This next one is pretty boring, not gonna lie. It's just, I mean, it's not really boring, it's just, it didn't click with me. If I'm speaking, if my speaking voice is, a bit lower, like, it's a bit quieter, it's probably because I have entered, like, a relaxed posture. Like, I am, like, what is it? I don't remember the words. Oh, this next one is pretty good. It's about a guy that gets, transferred to a school with entirely women. So you can guess what happens from there. Okay, here's gonna be a crap ton of isekai. Garbage Hero. Garbage Hero is not garbage. It's pretty good, but it's still bad. Alright, this next one. This next one is a banger. Like, this next one it knows what it wants and it's fucking doing it from the get-go. So next one is The Hero Who Seeks Revenge. This one is it's fucking great. Because it's basically just non-stop gore, death, and all that stuff. It was pretty great. There was some great art in the chapter with a nurse. If you're not into gore, then you probably should not read that chapter specifically. But yeah, it's pretty great manga. This next one is pretty boring. Jack of all trades. Okay, start. World's Strongest Rearguard. I don't remember what this one is. I don't remember what this next one is also. Shinkanomi. I have no idea what that is. This next one, I don't remember. It's gonna be a lot of isekai after. Yeah. Yakuro-san, this one is pretty cute. It's basically about a guy that moves into a haunted house, and he like starts liking the ghost. Like he develops a crush on the ghost instead of actually being scared. The ghost is a bit of a tsundere as well. I don't think it's. I think it got dropped. It's not going on it. This one got way too loaded. Like a lot of things happened. Like after that chapter. Like in the beginning, it was simple. It was just like 2 characters or so. But like after a while, it's like it's way too many characters to keep track of. How do they like this? How's it doing this? It's the first time I'm properly using Excel. Ow, my nose is itchy. Well, I guess not Excel, more of a spreadsheet. I don't have Microsoft Office. I have WPS, which is basically a cheap one. Not cheap. It's basically free. It is free. It just has a like payment that you don't really have to pay for. Alright, good luck. I wish you luck, my friend. May the odds be in your favor. This one's pretty boring, I think. No. Right. And we do this. Alright, I remember, like, at this point, I was into Ben 10, and I wanted to rewatch the entirety of Ben 10 from, like, the original series all the way up to Omniverse. And, I somehow finished the original series, like the, first original, what am I saying? Like, Ben 10, the original series, where it was still like 10 years old. I finished that like all 4 seasons because I thought it was gonna be a challenge to watch, but apparently not. Because the way it was structured, it was basically structured like an anime. There's like 4 seasons, 12 episodes each, which made it easy for me to watch. Because I love it when shows are 12 episodes. It's simple, it's easy, I can watch it. It's not too much episodes. Alright, I'm almost done. Jesus Christ, my nose is itchy. Am I even gonna have time left for Tetris? I hope so. Guess I gotta speed up this. Alright, where am I now? Splendid Sword, 29 Sai. I don't remember what this one's about. It's an isekai, I can remember that much. The Eminence in Shadow is like super stupid. Because the MC is like super stupid. Class ga isekai, I don't remember what this is. Oh wait, there's one where they get transported to another world, but the main character that gets transported is like the literal personification of death, so he doesn't really need powers. Because all his classmates got powers, but he didn't. Next one, this. I don't remember what that is. Alright, so it's gonna be more Ben 10. Fucking love Ben 10. I'm currently on season 2 of Alien Force. I haven't finished. I haven't like binged it entirely yet, because um also Alien Force is regarded as like peak Ben 10. I don't disagree, but I also don't agree, because Omniverse is kind of slaps in a different way. I feel like out of the original 4 series, uh, I think Ultimate Alien is the least, like, is the bottom of the ranking. Even that said, I haven't really watched Ultimate Alien that much, aside from watching it on TV a long time ago. This next 3 ones are gonna be TV shows. Um, I um I like Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, but sometimes it just gets too dark. Not in a, oh, the writing is mature and dark, but it's literally too dark. Like, I can't see anything. Like, can you add some lights to your show, please? What day is it tomorrow? It's Wednesday tomorrow. Going out tomorrow. Man, I hope that whatever I do, cause tomorrow I'm gonna have to sort out some school stuff, and I don't really want to get into that, but I hope I finish it quick. Like, I hope I just have to go there, give them my things, they tell me I'm good, and I head home. I hope it's gonna be that simple. Nice noodles. Oh, we have some chocolate cookies. I forgot about that. So yeah, I was just talking about Ben 10, and I remember making a video on my now dead YouTube channel. How Ben 10 is basically just a magical girl show. I mean, think about it. Ben 10 has the transformation sequences. Ben 10 has transformation sequences. Uh, you know what else has transformation sequences? Magical girls shows, anime, and and the transformation sequences for Ben 10, especially the original series, like, go hard than necessary. Like, they did not need to go that hard, but thankfully they do. I haven't actually watched My Hero Academia, and I kind of don't want to watch it. Like, I like my sister has a friend who, spoilers for the manga. All right, I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds before I actually say anything. So, yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in the manga, apparently, alright, last, okay, spoiler. In the manga, apparently, um, Bakugo, Bakugo dies, and my sister's friend who watches anime got really sad. And I don't really like Bakugo, even though I don't watch the show. And I'm like, yeah, deserved. That's good. That's good. That's good to know. Speaking of superhero comics, I don't really read comics that often, but if I were to recommend a superhero comic right now, I would recommend reading, um, The Unbelievable Gwenpool. It's it's like you don't need to read any pre-existing comics just to get into the stuff. But the Unbelievable Gwenpool, it's basically a isekai. That's probably why I enjoy it. Cause here, let me show you the what the manga, no, the comic book is here. This one, this specific one, and the art style too is really cute. It looks like an anime, basically. That's why I really like it. So yeah, that's all I have to say about comic books. Why is my nose still itchy? Am I gonna get a cold after this? Because usually when my nose is itchy, it means I'm either gonna get a cold. Alright, next one is Dragon Maid S Season 2. Can't wait for more Dragon Maid. I really like what's happening with the anime. I don't want to read the manga, because probably have to read a bunch of stuff after. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I remember reading. No, let me rephrase that. I watched My Hero, no, not My Hero. One Punch Man Season 2 first. I watched One Punch Man Season 2 first. Then, cause I haven't seen Season 1 then, because how that happened is because my friend, who was also an anime fan, she basically displayed the entire second season on our school TV during senior high school. So our entire class watched the Season 2 of One Punch Man. And that's how I watched Season 2 of One Punch Man. Then I read the manga for Season 1. I read the Season 1. I caught up to where Season 2 was, and I'm like, I already watched this part in the anime, so I just kind of skipped over. Oh, my nose! I skipped over Season 2 in the manga, and just fast forward to where Season 2 ended, and I feel like it would be better if I continue watching it as an anime, because the Season 1 of the manga is like very episodic, and I feel like that would be better consumed in manga format, because where Season 2 ended in the manga, it's like story heavy, and I feel like it would be better if I just watched the anime for Season 3. And Season 3 just got announced, which is great. I think a new studio is doing Season 3, because the animation for Season 2 was not good. It wasn't bad, but like Season 1 was like an amazing, like, Italian style pizza, traditionally cooked, while Season 2 was just pizza that you could buy off the street someplace in the Philippines. Alright, this next one I don't remember. I've lost all the will to give comments about these mangas that I have read. And I'm pretty much almost done. Some movies left. This one, Star Wars Episode 4. I wanted to binge Star Wars, but I've only watched Episode 4 so far. I wanted to watch Episode 5, but I didn't really find the time. And then, cause I heard The Mandalorian was pretty good, so I wanted to watch The Mandalorian. But the problem that came with that is I wanted to watch the entirety of Star Wars before I watched The Mandalorian, because The Mandalorian has like characters from old Star Wars shows. So that to watch The Mandalorian, I wanted to watch the Clone Wars first. And Before that, after that, I wanted to watch Rebels first. So yeah, I just never got around to doing. I'll do it someday, but it's just a lot of stuff to watch. Also, tangent. I've seen the clips of Luke Skywalker appearing in The Mandalorian and um and the Book of Boba Fett, and he looks terrible. Just fucking recast the man. Like, he's been through enough. He can get recasted. Okay, just fucking recast Luke Skywalker already. Hello, two viewers. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Okay, now I'm done. I'm done. I'll just worry about this next time. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed my ramblings about my taste in anime and manga. So now I'm gonna be playing some Tetris. Let me just open the website for where I usually play Tetris. I play on Jstress, and it's not there. I have to refresh it. Alright, window capture. There we go. Oh no, my things, my bookmarks. You didn't see anything, right? Yeah, you didn't see anything. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, let me just move my avatar down here to the chat. Here, let me move over here. Alright, I'm gonna grab my controller, cause oh wait, I forgot to change stream details. Alright. Just a quick match. Like a couple of matches in Tetris, cause it's almost 12:30 and I wanna sleep before 1 a.m. At least I wanna try to sleep before 1 a.m. Right now, I should grab my controller. What's this thing sideways? Okay. It's pretty tight where I'm sitting right now. Okay. It's good. Okay. This is looking pretty weird right now. Try to fix that. Okay, so much for warm-ups. Okay, the match is about to begin. Let's go. Well, I gotta finish the episode of Miss Marvel first. It's still queuing up, but it'll be fine. It's like almost 20. Fuck, there's only 20 minutes left. No, I messed up big time. It's fine, it's fine. We can recover, I think. Yeah, no, not gonna recover. Oh, that didn't do anything. Yeah, so, just to keep expectations low, I'm not really that good at Tetris. I'm kinda decent at it, but you won't see me winning any tournaments. Unless I start a local tournament in the Philippines, then I'd probably maybe win. Because I don't really know a lot of Filipinos that are good at Tetris, except me. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep tooting my own horn until I get humbled one day. But so far, it's not happening. That hasn't happened yet, so I'm free to brag. Damn it. Okay, just one more match. Oh my god. We bought some chocolate chip cookies last time, but this time we bought some chocolate chunk cookies, which aren't as good. I prefer the chocolate chip ones, because the chocolate chunk has way too much chocolate. Let's do a sprint. Like a quick practice, if you will. Man, I only have 1 week left before I go back to school. My stream schedule is gonna have to change, I guess. Well, probably just by a bit, because the school I'm going to still has online classes. It's doing like online and face-to-face classes. So I guess my schedule won't change that much. Because my schedule is I stream twice every 3 days. So I stream today, I stream tomorrow, and I don't stream the day after tomorrow. Yeah, that's pretty much my schedule. Twice every 3 days, and after, if my depending on my school schedule, my stream schedule might have to adjust a bit. But we still I guess it shouldn't adjust too much. Actually, it's gonna be like I guess I won't be able to follow the schedule as often because I'm gonna be doing a lot of homework probably if we have home. Imagine I start a stream someday and then I remember that I haven't done some homework and I just immediately end the stream. I mean, I can see it happening. Why Milky? Ah, shit. Oh, right. Milk noodles is a thing, right? I can't really have milk because I'm lactose intolerant. But for you, I guess. Better enjoy the shit out of that milk noodles. Bro. No! No! What happened? What? Okay. The inferior species. Screw you. It's not my fault for being lactose intolerant, okay? It's not like I wanted to be lactose intolerant. I blame, it's like, cause I also have like a really fast metabolism, so I can't get fat no matter how much I eat. And the downside of that is, with my fast metabolism, I also have a weak as fuck stomach. So I can eat as much as I want without getting fat, but if I eat too much, I will literally shit. I will literally shit in like after 30 minutes. So yeah, I guess I was like a real heavy eater in my past life, and wished for me to have a fast metabolism in my next life. But instead of having a fast metabolism, but I did get my wish of having a fast metabolism. But I was also nerfed by having a weak stomach and being lactose intolerant. So, damn you, my past life, probably. Okay, just one more match. One more match. It's already 12:30. I wanna end the stream real quick and lie down in my bed. Yet. Go faster. T-spin. Yeah, pretty sleepy now. Not really sleepy. Also, do you get like, do you feel drunk after like when you lack sleep? Cause I tend to act drunk and feel drunk when I'm like very sleepy or when I lack sleep. Cause I remember one time I didn't get a lot of sleep one time for school because I did a project or something, and I remember my one classmate got scared of me for being I was so like crazy. I don't know. And my classmate got worried because she's fuck because she's usually the resident loud drunk person. Like not really drunk, like uh not drunk but like uh what is the term? Metaphorical drunk, not literal drunk. And she got worried one time because I was trying to out drunk her, you know, that type of deal. Uh, Come on, no. No, I wanted to use that. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm done. I'm done. 8th place, not too bad. Yeah, that's probably it. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Dofi Straight. Let me try to pronounce your name, cause I would feel bad if you step around for the stream and I would pronounce your name wrong. And thanks for watching Dofi's Try. I hope I got that right. Thanks for watching till the end. Oh, you followed too. Thank you for following. Let's wait until your notification your follow notification shows up. Let's wait till it shows up. Let's wait here in the in the waiting room. So while we're still here, check out my social medias if you want to. My Instagram is veggiehead123. The VOD channel on YouTube is TrezVeggieVods. My Twitter is TrezVeggie, where I upload my streams. No, not upload. Where I send updates regarding my streams. And I hope you enjoyed. As always, I enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh wait, before I end, let's do a gotcha. Let's do a roll. Let's like do a gotcha roll. Alright, there's this game called, let's mute this jazz real quick. There's this game called, Stumble Guys. It's basically a Fall Guys ripoff. And, there are costumes in this game. No, I don't spend money. Come on. I'm too much of you think I have money to spend? No. I'm a poor guy. So, there's this Fall Guys clone. Is it recording? Is it recording? Is it being captured? Okay, it's being captured. You see this free prizes. There's a free prizes thingy, and we're gonna do it. I hope we get a good skin. Please give me a good skin. I want a good skin. Please give me a cute one or a cool one. And we're not gonna get. Fuck you. Fuck. Well, there's that. There you go. There's the notification that I was waiting for. Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching, for sticking till the end of the stream. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed as always. Check out my social medias and TrezVeggie on Twitter, TrezVeggieVods on the YouTubes, and VeggieHead123 on Instagram. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna play tomorrow. Maybe Cyber Hunters. Yeah, maybe more Cyber Hunters. Cyber Hunters is a FPS game. Okay, bye-bye. Bye.